Utkarsh Chaturvedi in conversation with Tata Motors CEO.
How do you look at the Indian markets and what kind of opportunities do you see here? How different is it from the other markets you have been to?
The Indian market is a very dynamic one. On the commercial vehicle side, after we have seen a very strong recession of the economy over the last 3 years, we see some significant signs of improvement these days, where we expect that these positive signs will actually be turned into a sustainable growth. And with this sustainable growth and the development in different market segments, I think the market is going to demand a high degree of flexibility as far as our output is concerned, meeting the different segment volume requirements. On the passenger vehicle side, the market is strongly dominated by a few players, and that makes at the same point of time our challenge at Tata Motors to actually claim our market share. And that's the reason why we have filled the pipeline with new exciting products based on technology, based on design, and based on connectivity. And the first one of its kind is going to be the long-awaited Tiago launch, which will happen on short notice.
Second question, talking about Tata Motors, one area of worry which in fact Mr. Cyrus Mistry has also acknowledged is the brand image of Tata Motors in the passenger vehicle side. How do you see that one, and how will you look to really up that?
We are right now in the process to determine how we would like to take Tata Motors to the future. The starting point for any of such kind of discussion is the brand identity. And instead of having a scattered brand identity where people have different interpretations internally as well as in the market, we would like to have a very strong brand statement which is going to serve as the backbone for our internal transformation process, but which will also serve as the reference point for all what we are going to launch in terms of products, and also how we are going to further develop our dealer network. So therefore, the brand identity will be refined, and it will give a clear indication how and in which way we are going to take Tata Motors to the future.
Sir, sorry, at the cost of repeating yourself, but help us understand, a little while ago you spoke about the fact that unnecessary elements across the value chain, both in the supply chain as well as in your product strategy, etc., all of that is going to be pruned. So help us understand the consolidation process that you are undertaking, and if you could, I know it's early, but if you could quantify how or what kind of an impact you hope to see through these pruning or consolidation exercise over the next one.
We have currently within Tata Motors 2 key initiatives going. The one is called Critical Success Factors, and the other one is what we call organizational efficiency. And both already give an indication where we are going to take the organization. We would like to effectively review the entire setup of Tata Motors as far as its structure is concerned, as far as the processes are concerned, and when it comes to the level of manufacturing, as far as the equipment and the tools are concerned. That's one dimension. The second dimension is that we will actually improve the efficiency of Tata Motors along the entire value chain. So that means we will identify what are the root causes of some of the inefficiencies we experience at Tata Motors, and we will actually eradicate these root causes by appropriate actions where we would like to apply the improvement with high speed, with very decisive decisions on short notice in terms of actions required. That means we will actually move all the way from our suppliers who have a strong influence if they do not perform on our own performance, as we would also like to take all of this effort towards our dealers because all of our effort in terms of providing the right products and the right quality needs to be at the end of the day accomplished by a unique, exciting sales experience, and even more important, after somebody has already committed to buy a Tata Motors, a vehicle independent CV or PV, also a benchmark, a new reference point in terms of service quality. So this is the reason why I said earlier, Tata Motors will undergo a major transformation process in order to get future ready.
So what is your larger vision for Tata Motors?
The larger vision for Tata Motors is that we will be the leading in India, but also in the future globally, only Indian multinational automotive manufacturer that actually sets benchmarks in efficiency, in product quality, in technology and design and customer experience.
How concerned are you about the global demand downturn which is taking place? Do you think that is something which is a worry of concern, obviously, in the CV side for our global expansion? And secondly, do you think it will have an impact on the Indian market as well?
As far as the global development is concerned, yes, we have seen some strong impacts by geopolitical impacts, economical downturns here and there. And we have in particular seen, for all kinds of different reasons, also a strong impact on the exchange rates. Today we are a strong local Indian player, but we would like to further foster our global business in order to become to a large extent less dependent on the economical development of our home market. But at the same point of time, if we go global, we need to do it in a responsible way, that we don't become vulnerable as a company by changes of the global environment. And this is pretty much the challenge we have to foster, how we actually spread our global footprint to a larger extent, that even if in a particular market there is a downturn, then we have the opportunity to compensate either by a strong growth in the home market or by some growth opportunities in the other markets. On the commercial vehicle side, we have possibly the best ingredients and the best starting point doing so, because we have already a strong market, global strong market presence. But the greatest advantage we have is that we are a full product provider, so that we can actually select from our wide product range a tailor-made customized offering to our customers in the particular markets, where we could even flexibly respond to changes of the demand if required, because we have everything on our hands and all of the products we have are highly competitive also in the global context.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.